So we're back again with the crows or the corvids. Now the trick with these guys is to create more and more conspiracies which don't get taken out by the other players. So you really got to choose places that won't be attacked rather than being aggressive and going to places that will be attacked, because they'll always guess bombs and so on. So my idea is to hide away somewhere. Now that you don't know where the moles are, the moles are down in this corner. We've got the vagabond hanging around somewhere, and we've got the birds. Now the birds are likely up there. They are. They're up there. So basically you want to be well away from all of those people. So we're going to go and set up at the back here where nobody will attack us. There you go. And then we're going to recruit, and I think let's go for the foxes, because we'll get a spot in here, and before anybody else gets there we might be able to get some. So I'm tempted to go for the foxes. Yep. Now then, what you need now then, the foxes, the crows. It's a bit, because you can get points from knocking out these mountains, but you've got to decide: have you got enough cards? And if you do the exert, you don't get a card draw, so you've got to leave enough cards behind. But if you do extortion, you get cards from other players. The thing about extortion is you've got to be in the place where they are. So I'm not tempted to do the extortion yet. What I'm tempted to do is actually get a initial point from being down here. So I'm going to move these guys to there, and then move up to there, and then that's going to be quite tough for any of them, even the moles, to get it initially. I think I might get the point I can get from here. Yep. That's a waste of time card, and I'll get one dude here. And ordinarily, if I was going, I would do extortion if I'm with someone else, or a raid if it's going to be attacked. But in this particular case, I'm going to do a snare, which is going to cause everybody a lot of problems. Now the question is it worth shifting that into there? So next turn I've got an extra move, or is it worth getting some extra cards? I think it's worth getting some extra cards, so I'm going to play that. So I'm on 2 points, and I've got one down, which will be able to be exposed next turn. There he goes. And he's going off down there, perfect. So my only problem with the moles, but initially the moles aren't that strong. So they get very strong later on. But I think the moles, in my view, the easiest ones to play with the moles. I think the Alliance is up there, close to the moles. And I think the crows are pretty close to the Alliance or crows. And the vagabond is very playable. The worst ones, the worst people to play, actually are the cats, followed by the birds. And I used to think the lizards were very strong, but I'm no longer sure about lizards, because you have to get a lot of birdie cards for the lizards to work. So I think that there he goes, the moles are into the trying to get hold of the central spot to get that extra point. I've now got to discard a card to I think, so I've already got an ambush card. I think I'm going to go for the rabbits, because then if I get 2 rabbits clearings, I can then create the investment, which will be really handy. So I think I'm going to move. Now the problem with this is that they're separated. So I think I'm going to move this one down, and then convert this one. Now convert this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to convert that one, because he's likely to try and take it out he doesn't have any battles at all, so basically he's unlikely to go for that. So I might actually change that to an extortion, because then I can get a card off him which would help the process. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to exert, so I'm not going to get any refreshes. I'm rather hoping to build investment, because I'm rather hoping to build this one across here, which won't be attacked by anybody. I can convert it into choose an action. So I then go to the exertion, and then I can convert this chap into a ray just in case he gets hit. Looking very, very good. The crows. He's got an extra point. He's on 4. He's doing really well, and he's got 2 coming up next time. The way this guy scores lots of points is by having a lot of these conspiracies down without them being destroyed. So you're rather hoping that this one he's keeping in here with his 3 men will continue for the rest of the game, in which case he'll get a point every time. Although the moles will try to take him out, but that will be a foolish mistake by the moles. Oh, here he goes. He's going to attack me down there. No, he's not. No, he's not. Brilliant. This is playing right into my hands. So I'm going to craft that, get me 3 points. Then I'm going to expose these 2, which gets me, the first one I think will be 2 points. The next one will be 3 points and give me the card that I need in order to create my warriors without losing my ambush card. Now then, I've got to decide where I go for the next place. Now I've got 1 fox, 2, so I really ought to go for a mouse clearing, but there's no obvious place for the mice at this stage. So where do I go? I think I'm not going to go for the mouse clearing just yet. Still want to keep my 4 points there. I'm 12. I'm already a long way ahead, so I think I'm just going to bring that guy down here to get this my 3rd rabbit clearing. I'm going to convert that into an extortion again, and then I'm going to actually, I don't need the extra. What I can do is bring this guy across just to make sure it's a bit more difficult to take out my raid, although quite honestly raids are quite handy. Go there. I'm going to draw cards, so I now get 2 cards, and I've got just 1 thing to draw, but 1 exposure, and he's unlikely to kill that because this guy he doesn't have any attack points, so he's not going to take me out. He's also got a problem. The AI sometimes does very well with the bird, sometimes he doesn't, it's just the way it is. He's put the despot on, which is great, because he doesn't have any attack cards either. So, there he goes. He might give me a card. Oh yes, he's given me a card. Look at that. Aren't I lucky? Right, informants. Is that worth having? You would draw an ambush card or swap meets random cards on the plane, give them a card. Yes, that's not a bad one to build. So I might build a swap meet. Because it's always worth getting the cards that will work for you. Here we go. My ambush cards work perfectly. He's failed, and I might just take out that for an extra point. No, he's gone and trying to take me out in the centre, but he's obviously got a snare problem. But he actually has going to get a point, which is a bit of a nuisance, but never mind. So I'm going to build that, and then I'm going to create a Georgia Craft. I'm going to create that. So I'm going to build extortion, get some more cards off him. I'm up to 4 now. Do I build in the mouse? Yes, I do, because I want a mouse clearing, don't I? So that's, there you go. Now then, ordinarily I would strengthen these because these could get taken out, but see the bird, this guy is unlikely to start attacking. So I think I'm safe from the birds attacking because I can't afford to lose these. So I'm going to do my swapperoo. Select a player. Why can't I trade with the birds? Anyway, I'm going to give it to this guy. Now then, woodland runners. I can actually build that, which is not bad. Do I want to keep that? Or do I chuck that one away? I think I chuck that one away. No, why can't I craft that? Maybe you can't do that. Anyway, it doesn't make any odds. I'm going to earn a point from I'm going to go up to there, convert that into a red. There's a choice here. I never use bombs because it's too obvious. I think I might put a snare down there. That's right, because I don't think the vagabond's going to attack me. I'm going to get another point for this. Do I or do I not? Do I throw that away? It's nice to get ambush cards, but they're not critical against. Oh, they are. They're quite fun, aren't they? But I need to get an extra fox clearing. We've only got one fox clearing, and to get the second fox clearing is going to be difficult. So I don't think I'm going to bother it. So I think I'm going to take my chances and get rid of that to get me extra points. So I'm so far advanced that they're going to take ages to catch up. I'm going to move this guy into there. Again, it's another good spot because there's nobody there. I'm going to get some more cards. I'm miles ahead, so I don't need to worry too much about things. And that's a nice card. That's 2 points for that spot there. Yep, he's gone for it, and I've got his ambush card, causing trouble. But he might still do some damage. Yes, he's kicked off that, but of course I put a raid in there. It's not a loss. I mean, I don't get my points for opening it up, but I get some more men. So that's really handy. And he's now down to, how many has he got? When he's got 3 hits, the AI will always put him into a forest at the beginning so he can build it back. So he's out of the game, really. This guy is completely useless, and the moles are a strong player, but he's not played very wisely for some reason. He could catch up, but I'm so far ahead that he won't be able to catch me up till I've got 2 points there. And I've got lots of opportunities to build my conspiracies. Right, charge the calf, I want to build that. I also might as well build that whilst I'm at it. And then I'm just going to get a mouse clearing. Let's do for the birds. The cards to the birds aren't worth much, is that right? So I'm going to build that. Actually, that was the wrong mistake. What was that? Oh, that was some points, wasn't it? And then I'm going to discard that to get. Look at that! I've got 3 men. And I've got 4 locations. So I'll put 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. You want to keep them well away from where he is. So the first one to go is obviously this one, and I will place a snare there. And I'm going to move this guy into there, because in order to activate a conspiracy you need a man there. I'll put it as a raid because the moles might attack it, which has to get more men. Then I can't exert, so I've got no cards, so I'm just going to take the cards, which I've now got 3 coming in, which is great. I've got 21 points versus the closest is the vagabond, and he's got problems because he's got 3 hits. So I had an ambush on him, so he's going to go into recovery mode. There he goes. He's out the game for 1 turn as he gets all his men repaired, and now the moles, which aren't doing very well at all. Well, he's attacking me, which is pretty predictable, but I get raid, which gives me extra men, which is great. And I've also got this chap down here, which, because I've built it in a place that nobody else is there, you won't get attacked, and I can activate it, and he's attacking me here. Never mind. It's going to take him a long time to do any damage to that guy. And when this thing turns over, I will get how many points? It doesn't tell you, does it? No. Never mind. It gets a lot of points. I think it's probably 4 points at least for turning this guy over. Choose a crowd to craft and battle clearing. You may deal like ship. That's a crap setup. Sabotage is crap as well. Oh, look at the birds way down the pile. Fault Saurus. Oh, I love that card. What I'm going to do is give him that card, card, Fault Orders, and then I want to get another card. No, I don't. I can keep that card. Right, now I turn that one over. How many points? 5 points. Wow, look at that. Let's go another card. I want to create another sword, another rabbit place, and the places are here or there or there. I'm tempted to set it up here actually. You'll almost certainly attack it, but if it's a raid I get my men back. See, the trouble is, towards the end of the game it gets very difficult for COVID to get that last one down. I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, and to get your 6th down is quite a challenge. So, but to win the game, I'm also miles ahead. I think there's a point there which I've forgotten about. I don't think I'm going to be able to build this sword because I'm not going to be able to get down here. Oh, there's a chance. I think I'm going to use this guy to get the foxes to build a man there and a man here. And a man there, of course. Oops. That's it. Now, roll. Oh, look at that. It's rather fun. I can just send them off there. There you go. Makes them a little bit weaker. I think I might attempt to get a point there, and a point from this guy. Yes, I think that's what I'll do. So I'll get a point from that. I'm not going to be able to get that sword, unfortunately. I'm going to move, create him, which will be a raid, because I'm almost certain he's going to attack me, and I'm going to move this guy down to give a little bit more of a defence for my one man. There we go, and I'm going to take cards because I run out of cards. And I can get that point. Oh, I didn't take out that point, so I've got 2 points that I can take out easily. But of course, if this cigar survives, he'll get 6 points and win the game. Depends what the moles do, but I suspect the moles will attack. In which case I'll get my points from someplace else. Of course he could give me cards. I bet he doesn't guess a raid, he'll guess a bomb. In which case it gives me more cards, which may prove to be... See, wrong. And there he is. He's got the wrong guess. He got the right guess. Okay, but I got 1 card out of him. Never mind. Now he'll attack. Oh, he's taking it away. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Never mind. So I can get. Yeah, he's taking my men out. Yeah, bugger it. Let's see. I can get a point from building that, and a point from knocking out that. So there's 2 points. See, they're so far behind. It really, it's just how quickly can I win? Is it attacking me again? But all while he's doing this, of course, he's not building up his men, which he needs in order to win the game. So he's there he goes. He's getting close. The moles are difficult. They are a game winner. I think they're probably the strongest player. Played correctly, but the AI doesn't often do that. He's got another point from this. I think I'm going to build that. What does soup kitchens do? Once a day, like you may spend a card to move an enemy warrior from match experience and place a warrior there. That's not bad. I think I'll build that. Why not? I'm going to get a card, give it to the good old birds, which are doing useless as per usual. Give it to the control card, 1 point. Swap meter, I've already got that. I'm giving that. Give it to craft. I don't think it's worth doing that. No plots to reveal because he looked it out. I'm going to recruit in the I only need 1 more point after I'm knocked that out. I need 1 more point from somewhere. I can't see it. Of course, if I could get 4 men there, which is possible, I can get 1 point from the running that show. So I think I'm going to go and get the fox, which gets me 1 more there, and then I didn't realise that's how it worked. It works off the place you're at. Anyway, never mind. I've got to move. Now the beauty about the crows, of course, they can ignore ruling. No, I don't want that. I can go back. I want to get all my men there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Perfect. And then finally, I get my point there. And I only need 1 more point to win, which I get because I've got the central mountain spot. See? Perfect. And hey presto, win the game. So that's another one done. So I've got 2 games out of 4 of my of the route challenge. I've got 2 more games to do, which I'll show you. The next ones that come up. This one is going to record us, so move on to the next video to see the next game.